Alright, so what we're doing here today is I got my primary right here. Spring's a little weak though, so I'm replacing it with this SHS M120 spring that I got off of eBay, pretty cheap. In general, just kind of like SHS parts because they're pretty cheap, pretty decent quality. There you see the SHS nozzle. This guy here, despite being super tiny, runs off an 11-1 LiPo battery, which is fit in the buffer tube with the MOSFET. You can see right there. In general, MOSFETs are a good idea for anytime you want to run a LiPo battery. The reason for always wanting a MOSFET when you're running an 11-1 is you get what's known as an amperage spike. Every time you pull that mechanical trigger shuttle, there's right before they close, you're going to get some arcing across that, and eventually that'll heat up the contacts enough in a single game where they weld together or they just burn out your electrical over a long period of time. So just in general, it's good to use a MOSFET, which just turns your trigger into what is essentially a sensor as opposed to the actual trigger mechanism itself. You get little sideways connectors right there, and they're a little easier to use than the vertical ones, especially in this pistol grip. You can see there has a lot of room in there for the wires, so even if they're slightly too long, you can squish them up a little. I'm not sure how well you can see, but this pinion gear is starting to go. I need to throw a new one in there. Inside, some random stock spring. I have no idea what it is. It feels like an M110. Yeah, slightly shorter too. So everything there. Yep. Of course not. Let's see. Set that back up again. Got a metal sector clip right there. Those are VFC gears. Been holding up pretty well. We got the Bravo Extreme Toughness piston. It's been holding up pretty good. We got here the 2009 production run of the Mask Pro cylinder head. It's got 5mm of sorbethane rubber and 1mm of just like a rubber sheet on the top of it to protect the sorbethane. I'm using this for a long time to basically just protect the gearbox while I'm using it. Especially with these high-powered springs on that short barrel, the BB's in there for so little time that it doesn't really the compression on the air doesn't really protect the gearbox at all because it's in there for such a short time. And there I was re-greasing the cylinder head nozzle. Let's see if I can get the seal back. Yeah, there we go. There, it's starting to go. Cool. Much better. Interesting fact to note, G&G tappet plates on the nozzle part are slightly, I guess you could say, taller than a normal tappet plate. So right there, if you can see that, like a modifier, a Bravo tap plate is like a millimeter too short, so it'll only grab onto the sides of the nozzle. And I found that under like automatic firing and whatnot, the nozzle will actually break, and it'll just break, and you'll like lose all seal mid-game, and you won't be able, and the gun won't feed and whatnot. It's kind of funny. Happened to me at a game. You can either JB weld the nozzle to that tappet plate, works pretty well, or just get a replacement G&G. Figure that's the best option. Okay, here comes the fun part. Let's see what we have. Cool. And there you have it. Spring swap and some parts and a stupid rate of fire that I hate. Later.